Right now on hashtag Kwambox and Kev, we're about to kick off a dope conversation with some amazing women.
Yeah.
My guys were midlife crisis. My guys when you wanna fear that age, the dreaded 40-year-old age. Sit back and relax. Take some notes because there's a lot to learn off this. When we talk about this movie.
So we're going to ask you a question before we get into it. Do you prefer ukwe tu young, umalize tu your story, ama follow career, alafu uhit 40s ndio realize, god damn, nilikuwa wacha nitafute mse yoyote hapo.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a movie, 4 women are in it, but we're going to be speaking to 3 ladies. Dr. Zippy Okoth, who's the film director. Hey girl.
Hi.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Welcome to Morning Vybez with Kwambox and Kev. And then we've got one of the actresses, karibu sana kwa show, actor Ruth Maingi. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Hey, ulinibamba mazi. Ukiona trailer ulinibamba yangu yote. And then shout out to Alison Nyawira. Good morning.
Alison.
My name is Suki. Suki Wanza.
Suki, karibu sana kwenye show. All right, let's get started. Karibu sana. Let's get started. Before we speak to the ladies, we're just going to play the trailer for you guys. You can also look at it on Twitter and see it.
I don't think I'm ever going to have a baby.
And whose car is that in the driveway? Mzee fulani Kasponyo.
Brayo, maplaya tupo. Akina Deno, ndia matapeli namba 1.
I want to get pregnant today. Now.
The doctor is ready to see you. Please follow me. How do you maintain such a body?
Juice detox. Me imagine it has worked for me. 4 kg. 1 month.
Unajua mpango ya kando ya bwana yako.
Suki is the one in black. Ruth is the one with an afro. Then Alison should join.
I definitely need that kind of action.
Men like to marry young. Na kwanza wakifika hii age yetu, wanataka mwanamke ambaye amezana yuko na mtoto.
He might just decide to marry you and you'll live happily ever after.
Collect.
Maria, she's not talking to me anymore. Who told teenagers that the world owes them anything?
My daughter is pregnant and I don't know what to do.
You know, once women hit the age of 40, it becomes increasingly difficult to conceive.
We pick any man mwenye unapenda hapo. Alafu baada ya miezi 9 hapo.
Everything I have is by me and me alone.
Your child support unapata gives you a cushion to land on. Appreciate.
Mind your own business.
This one is a magnet for abusers.
Sianza kuniambia hapa mambo ya mwanaume kunijenga.
I'm going to be named head of operations in Africa. But I'm going to create time for all of them.
Yeah, man. Midlife Crisis is the name of the movie, and we got the cast members in studio via Zoom with us. And of course, we're going to be talking about midlife crisis. Ladies, karibu sana kwenye show. We've got Suki, we've got Nyawira, and we've got Dr. Zippy, who's the director. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, so let me ask you a question. There's a question we asked earlier on the show. Do men also face midlife crisis? But for those who are tuned in for the very first time, where you can make sure you watch the interview on www.vibesradio.co.k so you can get to see the ladies. Karibu sana kwenye show. How did this idea come about? Dr. Zippy. How did the idea of the movie come about?
Yeah, the idea came about, just looking at our friends, our lives. I think Suki's life is there, my life is there, and a few other friends. And we thought, I think first it was just about to be a story about a divorcee and a spinster, you know. I mean, that's I and Suki. Then we thought, let's have married people in here, and we looked at our friends and we thought, let's just make this a whole compact story. And then we put up the story together. Then we called Jean, who came and now put the lyrics, the words that is, and here we are.
Wow.
With a screenplay, yes.
With a whole screenplay. It's a whole movie. And interestingly, it launches this Saturday.
Saturday, 14th November.
Okay. I want to talk to the cast members. When you say this is part of your story, take us through it. Like what Suki, what's your experience with this midlife crisis?
Thank you. So I'm at that age of midlife crisis. And I'm single, no children, and that's the point where everyone keeps on asking you, so when are you getting married? You're not thinking of getting married? Okay, then why don't you just have a child? Those are some of the questions we asked every day, and at the end of the day, the questions that we were asking ourselves was, is that what life is all about? As in, is that it? Why can't you define me as me for my achievements, for what I've done, as opposed to Bibi ya fulani or Mama ya fulani?
Oh wow. And
I'm not saying it's bad. But I'm just saying, look at me as Suki. Don't look at me as any other thing.
Right. When we're watching the trailer, I don't know, Kevin, if you got this. When I was watching the trailer, Nyawira kuna party yani kwa hiyo trailer unasema, I don't know, one of the castmates was saying,
this one is Ruth.
That's Ruth.
Sorry, my bad.
Ruth Maingi.
Sorry, Ruth. Karibu sana. Ruth says, I'm in this space where I'm this age and I don't have a baby. And then your friend says, you know what? You can
pick up any guy,
collect and get pregnant within 9 months. Is this something? How did this come about in the script? Because you're also part of the cast. Ruth, can you hear us?
Sorry?
So we're asking your character.
Well, I think Zippy's in my character.
Yes, your character, not your personal life. Your character is in a space where you seem like you're successful, but then at this point now, children is something that you want to have, and you're being told, okay, at the age of 40, it's a wrap, maze. And your friend advises you just go ahead and pick anybody.
See, the most interesting thing about that part and about this character is like, I've lived this life before. And it got to a point where I felt that pressure and I succumbed because I felt like, oh my God, I'm growing old. I don't have a child. To have a child. So I kind of succumbed to that pressure.
Wow.
I got one. So I think I played the role that I've lived before.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. I was asking if guys have similar pressure.
But actually, she was asking me if guys have that similar pressure. I'm not 40 yet, but do you think, especially from the feedback that you're getting, from friends and family, do you get the sense that guys also have this kind of pressure?
I think they do. Men have pressure to marry, to buy a car, to build a home. And I think right now we have a lot of men taking loans to conform to this. Because, if you can't afford it, you can't be part of the boys' club, and it's you want to be.
What Zippy? This movie? What does it seek to highlight? Because it says midlife crisis, but what does it seek to highlight? I'm looking at the three characters. Actually, there are a lot of other characters in the movie. What is it seeking to speak about?
I think the movie in general, say as a scriptwriter and a director, is just to tell people sometimes we all have to be content, because yes, the movie starts with Gigi having her conception problems, but when the girls meet us to console with her, they realize Alice, whom they think has it all, money and all, also has her parenting issues. Then we have got the other one who is divorced, who they think is free and all now, but she also just longs to be loved again, to be free. And I mean, she wishes the man took the kids so that she can date again. And so everybody has challenges. Sometimes it's about being content.
All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. That's, of course, a brand new movie that's dropping this Saturday. It's called Midlife Crisis. It's going to be in there. We're going to tell you where you can watch it.
Exactly.
Lakini kuna swali tumeuliza. Voke, if you were to advise maybe like your
guys,
young, maybe a teenager, right?
Yeah.
Utamwambia apause afanye zile vitu zenye anataka, as in biashara, aende shule, follow career, alafu 40s ndio aanze kufanya hizi, ama afunge tu hiyo chapter early 20s.
I think it's about having a balance, honestly. I think at least up age unaweza get some babies, so you can grow with the babies, and also umeachieve vitu, certain things like work, social circles out there. But if you just go...
So basically impossible.
Yeah, well, if you're an extremist, you guys are just going hard. One thing I learned from this movie, if you just go hard and then you lenga mambo ya toys, you guys gonna come back and bite you.
All right, 23 minutes past 8 a.m. Would love to hear from you. Hit us up on the hashtag Kwambox and Kev. Let us know. Utangoja hadi uwe 40 ama unataka tu kufunga hiyo chapter sai hata kama huna kitu yoyote.
Morning Vybez, where you are the MVP. No negative vibes.
We're talking about a brand new movie, Midlife Crisis, which will be, premiering. I'm not just say launching. It will be premiering this Saturday. We're going to tell you more details about that. We've got part of the cast and, of course, director Zippy Okoth. And, of course, we've got Alison Karaoke, who's just joined us. But her mic is off. We've got Ruth Maingi. We've got Suki Nyawira. And, of course, we're talking. And we're hanging out with your captain of good vibes. They call me Kwambox.
They call me Kev Matara.
And we're talking. Kuna swali nimeuliza hapo mazee na Kevo unanichanganyisha. And ladies, I'd also love to hear from you. If you got a teenager right now and you are advising them, right? Would you tell them afunge hiyo chapter in their early 20s, get children, marriage hapo, ama would you urge them to follow their career? Kevo, I'll give you first dibs.
Okay, fine. Me, I'll encourage them. Let's say if I have a friend, let's say a sister, in fact, who's like 23 years old, and then she's excited about getting into a relationship and probably getting married and having some kids. I'm like, listen, Linda, my sister was called Linda. If you've got a guy that you think is a straight up dude, he's got a bit of resources here and there, and he wants to have some kids, and you guys are ready to settle, it's a real love. Hey, go for it.
Wewe unakumbuka real love ya 23 wewe?
Yeah, my mom got married at 24.
But which era was that? You just told us how people used to fall in love in the 70s. Let's hear from the ladies. Alison, what do you got to say about this one?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alison.
So nice. Thank you for having us.
Welcome.
Ladies, tafadhali msioe mkiwa in your 20s.
Yeah.
Hamjijui, hamjielewi bado. You need to take time. Discover yourself, discover who you are, discover what you want to be. Yeah. The later, the better.
The better. Suki, what you got to say about this one?
I'm with Kevin, as in, if, for example, someone feels like they are ready to settle at 20, because my mom got married at 25, or rather got me at 25, and she was late.
Which was late.
Among the the people. Yeah, she was late as in, oh God, you got your child when you were late. But you see, she was ready at that point. If someone feels like they're ready and they're in a stable relationship, then they can get, they can get married, they can get their children, because it means then they're getting their children early, and by 30, 40, they have, their children are grown, they're able to do whatever it is that they want to do without feeling like they're bogged down with children.
I like that. Ruth, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this, because nakumbuka muko kwa movie inaitwa Midlife Crisis.
Well, my advice would be if they could.
Your internet, Ruth, ina hang. All right, Ruth, internet yako ina hang wazee itabidi upande mti kidogo. Zippy, what you got to say about this?
And then as they grow their.
All right, so I think she's saying it's nice to get kids early.
And then you grow with your kids.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Zippy, unasemaje?
My reason is so radical as the movie. When we get married early, so that if you have divorce, you have another chance to get married early.
There you go. Straight up, straight to the point. That's a strong woman right there. Anajijua. You see, it's about direction. I feel like it's about direction. Kujipanga mapema, because you see, Zippy, you're right. You don't want to have kids when you're old.
Okay. All right, so Zippy, kwa hii movie, hii thinking inatokelezea kwa hiyo movie?
I'm
a personal experience.
Tell us about the characters.
Personal experience ziko hapo nyingi sana.
Okay.
Tell us about the characters.
You know, when you look at the movie, Suki does not act her real life, even though her life is in the movie.
Yeah.
Ruth acts Suki's life,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So it's interesting.
Tell us about the
Colette
characters.
acts my life, I think.
Yes.
Take us through the characters. We want to know. The different ladies that are in this movie. Zippy.
Okay, so I can.
Oh, you can start. Alison, you can start.
Yeah, I can. Okay, Alison, please do.
Okay, good. So the character I play is called Colette. She's about 40 hapo. Working woman, independent, strong. You know, she has no one to support her apart from herself.
Yeah.
She's very proud of her achievements, to the point of, you know, having a bit of arrogance and pride.
Yeah.
I call her man eater because she has no boundaries, no limits.
Yeah.
Yeye ni kuchapa iende
akiendanga.
So yeah, I mean, she's just a radical woman who has broken out of the confines of the rules that are made up by society, by church, by family. She's started her own life and she's going for it.
Wow. Suki,
apologies.
Suki, what's your character? Because you said your character, your life is in this movie, but Zippy says you're not playing your life.
Interestingly, I'm not playing my life.
Yeah.
So I'm acting as Alice in the movie. And Alice is the exact opposite of Colette, who is being played by Alison. She's this stay-at-home mom, housewife, married to a rich guy. So her life is okay.
Hey.
She's comfortable. She has 2 children. She's a member of the church, you know, women's guilds. and you know, she's the voice of reason, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
that
and, you know, she does not like, you know, she does not kind of like the life that her friends are living. She finds them reckless.
Yeah. And it happens. Ruth, what is your character?
Yes. Well, I play the role of Gigi, and Gigi is this strong woman. She's very rich. She has everything that a woman can ask for in this world, apart from a child.
And that's a big one.
I'm gonna. Oh man.
She can get someone to sign it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
You're breaking it, Ruth.
Alison, I've got a question for you real quick.
Yes, I am.
So I feel like your character in the movie portrays the life of a Kenyan woman, a typical Kenyan, that age group, like sana 40 and above, right? She's got some money, working class. Am I right when I say that character portrays majority of the Kenyan women, angry feminist woman?
What?
It's just the question. You know, for me, that's my observation. I feel like your character is the majority of, you know, in Tonga, the rich housewives of Lavington, Kileleshwa,
Alison,
Kilimani. Could it be? Am I right?
Okay. First, let me start by saying that character is not angry. She's not angry.
Is she a feminist?
Tired.
Is she a feminist?
There's difference.
She's a feminist, yes.
Toxic feminist?
But she's not toxic. She's just as real as they come. She has no filters or kichungis. She lives her life authentically. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Okay, authentically. And unfortunately, in our society, we do not give room for women to live authentically, to pursue our passions, to love who we want, to even love sex, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that in video?
You already said
so she's not angry, she's just tired.
Yeah.
And as you said, there's been a movement, there's a revolution, there's a change. I mean, everyone, with this corona, everyone is now living authentically.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no more bull-neering anymore.
I don't know.
Bull-neering.
When you say authentically, I know I saw you guys were drinking a lot in that movie. I don't know if that is authentic. That to me comes off as what's the word, Sheila, I'm looking for?
It's not with me. I don't have it.
You guys like in a gang and you're drinking and you're there encouraging each other to get children. I don't know. Like, what do you have to say?
Let me ask, who say that when women meet, they only take tea and coffee and biscuits?
Hallelujah.
It's rough for women to drink together.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, Zippy.
And those are the rules.
Let me ask you. Zippy, I got a question. You can hear the sentiments of Kevin, and the reality is this is shared by a lot of men. A lot of men would be like, the first thing he jumped into, okay, there's ladies in there, they're sitting down, drinking together, advising each other on getting kids.
Angry.
Toxic femininity, and on top of that, he spoke about angriness, right? And you have Suki's character that is more, he had nothing to say about Suki's character because he was like, right, that's the right kind of woman. She's the right kind of woman. Do you feel like these are some of the stereotypes that you're trying to break with the movie?
Yeah, you see, the society has set for us standards on what men should be and what women should be, so that when men seeing women finding their liberation, it's not even about it fighting for freedom, but just finding their voice. Because one, these are successful women. According to men, we should not be successful than men. These are women who can buy their own drink. These are women who are talking about their sex life really, which the society doesn't want us to. And here are women who are having their own voice. Yes, people will like Alice because men will like Alice as a character because she's a typical good mother. And even some other men will like, there's another character, she's not here with us today. She's also a businesswoman, good mother. Yes, she got married later. Kids are younger than Alice's. But she's also a perfect, good housewife. But people in the society, they look down upon Colette's character because Colette, she's a rebel. She's decided to get divorced. She's raising her kids alone. That's a very powerful woman. Then we are having Ruth, who has got everything except her child. And all the men are like, oh, she's the one who doesn't want men. She does not want children. But the men do not have the courage to just tell her, I need you.
And that's right, Ruth.
Oh my God.
So we're going to take a short commercial break. Ladies, hang on to that thought. I'm going to ask my listeners. Remember, you are on Morning Vybez with your captain of good vibes. They call me Kwambox.
They call me Kevin Matara.
Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin.
Ikonene.
Immediately nigeni kwa hiyo hashtag Kwambox and Kev. Do you agree with what Kevin is saying? Do you agree with what the ladies are saying? And of course, this is a brand new movie that's going to be showing this Saturday. That's the premiere. Uskos.
Morning Vybez, where you are the MVP. No negative vibes.
I'm telling you, it's love season for real. Ukiona venye kunanyesha huko nje, alafu hapo kwa duvet tunanyesha tuma good vibes coming through your stereo. Love is Rock Wednesday is what it is. J-Bug. Love Like This, bringing us to 11 minutes to 9 a.m. Kumbuka Ridimos in the next hour. Two heavyweights going head to head. Shout out to John Eddy coming through. Says, I happened to watch the trailer and it's dope. I can't wait to see the movie. You've got Cyrus Beer coming through. Maxwell saying, watch Midlife Crisis. Shout out to Ruth Maingi and congratulations to the brand new show. Enjoying the interview on Vibes Radio. Keep the messages coming in. Kuna swali tuliwauliza bana. Tulisema, would you rather get married if you had a 13-year-old sister, teenager? Unamwadvise na nakwambia akimani nimefall in love. Mimi nataka ni tu nikimaliza high school tu. Nataka tu imagine I'm in love. Umse wa movie. Would you advise them to get married early? Ama unamwambia enda ufanye career yako nini ukishajisete uko na do zako ndio get married? Hit us up on the hashtag Kwambox and Kev. But you know what? The guys were not hitting us up because I was so power.
Yeah, man. Guys seems so power. And you also want an opportunity to go and catch this a very, very amazing trailer of this dope movie, Midlife Crisis.
Yeah.
Well, then, Telkom is having you back. And it's very easy. What you need to do is just subscribe to the Power Bundle. Dial *544#. If you have like 10 bob, you can subscribe to Power 10.
Yeah.
Upward get free Telkom calls, free Telkom SMSs, and free WhatsApp. With that 20 bob still, you can get the Power 20. Upward get 5 minutes. Free calls to any other network in the country. Upper Utaget Bado, the free Telkom SMSs and 100 MB. And for 20 bob still, you get the Power Extra, where you're going to get free Telkom calls, free Telkom SMSs and 100 MB. Jueni so power.
Yeah, man.
So power na faku avoid the midlife crisis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah? So your advice is they should get married early. But of course, we're speaking to the cast of this wonderful movie that's going to be premiering this Saturday. Ladies, where is this movie going to be premiering? Premiere kwa wapi?
It's going to be happening at the Kenya National Theatre, and we have 2 screenings, one at 3 p.m. and the second one at 6 p.m.
Whoa. So I'm so excited.
We're
I'm so
gonna be there.
excited. How much are the tickets?
The tickets are 1,500, 1,500 for individual.
Okay.
But mkiwa in a group of 4, the tickets are 5,000 bob.
Wow, so a full discount right there. But let me ask you, we're listening to a lot of people coming through and they're saying, okay, cool. Yani, enyewe, film in Kenya is doing absolutely amazing. Zippy, we are seeing a lot more movies in the 254. Is this your first round the rodeo?
I've done short films and docus, but this is my first feature film.
Congrats.
I've done a lot of theater directing and producing, but for film, this is my first, and I'm so excited about it.
And when you're casting these ladies, was it when you're writing unasema aki imagine uni Alison, walai imagine uni Alison too? So
no, I was not writing with the actors in mind.
Yeah.
When the story was coming up, of course we picked bits and pieces of my life, Suki's life, our aunties, our friends, and we put it together. But when it came to casting, I put out a post on Facebook and said, looking for actresses at least 40 years and above.
Oh,
and I told people to give me names.
Yeah.
And people gave names.
Yeah.
Yes, Alison is not yet 40, but people gave her name.
Yeah.
And after that, we called for the auditions of the people who the audience wanted. And this year, that's how we did. And then we also have other characters whom we gave chance because they are new, like Akina Caroline Mzuri. And I mean, it's always good to give a new person also a chance as you give the others.
I love it.
Zippy, a quick one. Would you, as a producer, director of such an amazing movie this is, would you do a movie about the boys' club?
Definitely, anytime. I like controversy.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Did you hear what she said? She said she loves controversy.
Yeah. All right.
I love it. Now, ladies, I'm going to ask you one last question before, of course, for those who are listening in, you stand a chance to win yourself a ticket to go watch this amazing movie this Saturday at the premiere of a new red carpet to meet our awesome actresses. Ladies, are we saying that ultimately every woman's, eventually, whether you avoid it or not, you're going to have this moment where you will have to meet yourself and you'll be like, oh my God, do I want kids? Do I want a family? Whether you go for your career, is this what we're ultimately saying? I want to hear from each one of you. We'll start with you, Ruth.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
So the question is, does every woman eventually meet themselves and say, oh my God, maybe I went the wrong way. Maybe it's kids that I want. Maybe it's a family that I want.
Yeah, and then also I think at some point you all get caught up in our careers and then we forget those things that people perceive are important or what we expected by the society to do. And I think, yes, we find ourselves in those situations at times. And I think we should do what we feel like doing at any given time. We should not be dictated when to do it or how to do it.
I like that.
It's just going with the flow because you can't decide how life is.
Yes.
I like that. Going with the flow.
That's what I think.
Suki, going with the flow, but the reality is utahit 40 mazena kuna apo kuna nini. Suki, what you have to say about this? She says going with the flow. But the reality is you're not 20 anymore.
Yeah. As human beings, I think we're relational beings. We love being next to each other. We want something that is your own. And babies are the things that they are your own. Because I'm calling children things. So you see, but I think one of the most important things, and I think this film will bring that out is, and I keep on saying, women need to be able to stand on their own. They need to have their own source of income. Whether you're married, whether you're not married, and you decide to have children, or you're going about your own life, have your own source of income. Because then you can make your own decision and you don't have to depend on someone else for them to make their decisions on you.
All right.
And I think that is why women are breaking the mold and just deciding, you know what, I'll do my career first before I decide to get married and get children.
All right, Alison, I'm going to go to you. She speaks about having your own before you can, so even if you get into a relationship, you're sorted. Do you think that eventually this is what every woman faces?
I think it is important for the society to release women from the box that they have put us in. And that calendar, we have a calendar by 22 unafaa kuwa umefanya hivi, 25 unafaa kuwa umefanya hivi, 28 unafaa kuwa na watoto watatu. Hizo calendars na boxes, we need to move away from them. And also not tag success on whether you've checked the list. I mean, kila mtu akona calendar yake. We're all created differently. We all have our own timelines for achievements. But the pressure, it needs to stop.
Stop
and that's
the pressure.
What we are communicating.
Zippy, she says, stop the pressure. What are your final words before we end this interview?
There's no better life than your own life, trust me.
Thank you. Yes.
Just be content. Yes, you may be divorced, single, married.
Yes.
Yeah, just be content. But what I always say, be content unless you're being abused. If you're being abused, my dear, step out immediately. The first slap always gets to the second.
Wow.
But I mean, the society will always put pressure. But what do you want? We are all different. We all can't be the same.
I love it. Thank you so much, ladies. And we can't wait to watch the movie.
Playing reggae like you've never heard before. This is Vybez Radio.